Now, the sketch filters are used to apply texture, and quite often they give a more 3D look. Several of them use the foreground and background color. So you might want to adjust those colors before you go in. And I'm going to convert this layer to a smart object. And like we did on the first one, we are going to select only the background for this. So if you weren't real happy with your selection before, you get another shot at selecting. And I pretty much always, especially if I'm dealing with something like this, I always go into Quick Mask. Just kind of perfect that selected area. And I tend to kind of like more of a smooth edge. So right now I'm just kind of deselecting. And then I'm going to switch to black so I can add. Okay. That's good enough. Oops. See, I missed that last time too. There. And oops, looks like I got a little extra up here. Okay. So at this point we have the smart object. I've got the background selected. I'm going to go into filter and filter gallery. And we are going to be working with the sketch filters. Now you want to make sure you only have one layer on at this point. And you're going to end up having to pick 4 of these. And you'll notice a lot of them are shown in black and white, and that is because they're going to pull the foreground and the background color. But if your foreground and background aren't black and white, yours will probably look quite colorful. For a lot of these, it makes more sense to have the black and white. I mean, because you've got chalk and charcoal, regular charcoal, Conte crayon, graphic pen, halftone pattern. You've got note paper, photocopy, plaster, articulation, that's that technique dots. This is supposed to look like a stamp. You got some torn edges, and then you've got water paper. You are going to pick 4 different ones. And they don't have to be the same as me. Okay. I kind of like this little dots, the dots especially in the background, and you can see you can adjust contrast and size. And if you're not thrilled with dots, you know, you can go for circles or lines. I actually like the dots. Click OK. Now this is another one where you're just going to see filter gallery. And I'm going to go back in. Let's see, we use graphic pen. Now, even though it looks like it's not going to protect the subjects here, it will. You might be thinking, why does that look so funky? It's because I forgot to turn off the first one. I'm going to click OK. Let me turn off the first one, and then I'll double click and go back in here. And you'll notice that you can change the direction and the length of the strokes, keeping in mind that the subjects will not change. Okay? It's the background that's going to be changed. And then we'll turn that one off. Go back in. And do this one. Turn that off, go back in. And with this one, you'll notice that you have different textures you can pick from. You can actually affect the scaling in the texture, the level of relief. Where the light is coming from. And your highlights and your shadows. And then we'll click OK. Out of the 4 that you selected, you need to figure out what combination you like and have those turned on. Okay, that looks rather hideous. And then we'll turn that off. You'll notice that we've got a halftone pattern down here with fade. We're going to select that. And we're going to go to filter, filter gallery. We've got the halftone pattern. Do something a little more bold here since we're going to fade. Oops, we didn't protect our people. I'm going to go to edit and fade. And I'm going to do a blend on it. Like we have some kind of a weird disease here. Now I am going to show you kind of after the fact how to apply a mask so that the effect is not on the people. So with the layer, I'm going to click OK here. With the layer selected, you click the mask button. Here's your mask. And if you actually click right on the mask, if you paint in black, make sure you click on the mask when you do this. If you paint in black, you are creating a mask that will protect whatever's under it. I actually use this technique a lot. So this is kind of like quick mask, where if you paint in black, you are protecting. And if you paint in white, let's say you got a little protection happy, you went over here, if you switch the color to white, Okay. It adds the effect. So black, you're removing the effect. White, you're adding the effect. And as long as you've selected the thumbnail, you'll notice that the white and the black only go into the thumbnail. Now, if you don't select the thumbnail, you're going to be painting white and black right on your layer, which is not something you want. So if you're going to do this, you click on the mask, make sure you click the thumbnail. You have to use your paintbrush or the brush tool, and you're solely painting in black and white right on that thumbnail. So out of whatever you've done so far, turn on the layer you like the best and save your changes.